How's everybody doing? Since I reviewed the other two Creed movies, here are my thoughts on, not Creed, did I seriously just say Creed? Rocky films, here are my thoughts on Rocky 3. Now, Rocky 3 has been one of those movies where I was very interested to check out because it's been everywhere on people's rankings that I've seen. And if I'm not mistaken, this is my stepdad's favorite Rocky movie. He always says that this was his favorite. I actually do know some people that says that this is their favorite Rocky. I know some people that say it's in their top two. I know some people that say that's one of their least favorites. And now after watching it, here are my thoughts on them. Starting off with my positives on Rocky 3, and that is the introduction of the Eye of the Tiger song. This is a very popular song. It is one of my favorites. I love listening to it. Like I said, the Rocky theme, it's very motivating when it makes me just want to go outside and take a run as I listen to this on my headphones. And that's why my stepdad thinks that this is one of his favorite because of the direction it goes and because it's the introduction of the Eye of the Tiger. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure this movie made the song popular. I don't know if this song was written for this movie or it was just a song that just came out, but they just decided to use it for the movie. I don't really know the story on it, but it was a kick-ass way to get this song very popular. And I like the little montage on seeing Rocky doing his showing all the fights that he's been going through ever since he became the champion in Rocky 2. You get just some fights where he just wins. You even get to see Mr. T's Clubber Lang watch some of his fights. He gets his own training montage getting ready to fight him in his own fights. Hell, even Clubber Lang gets his own fight montage and all that, which I like to see. It's just interesting to see Rocky Balboa just defending this title and all that when you're watching it, it just seems that they're nothing to him since he fought Apollo Creed. It was just fun to watch. Speaking of the fights, I really like seeing Hulk Hogan in this. See, I'm a big fan of wrestling. I don't really watch it on day nights though. I'm not watching it tonight. And I always just watch pay-per-views. And Hulk Hogan, he's a very popular wrestler. I don't know if he's a very popular wrestler now, but to me he is. And he was a very big wrestler in the 80s and 90s, and to see him in this movie is really funny. Even like the weird ass name that he comes up with, like Thunderlips. I don't know what the hell that name means, but it is really funny to hear Hulk Hogan call himself Thunderlips when he's like the 7 foot guy compared to Sylvester Stallone. They're both pretty big guys, like wise, but Hulk Hogan, he's like he's like the size of my room pretty much, and it's just mind blowing. And when I was watching, I was like, oh God, it was really funny to watch those two fight. Like Sylvester Stallone getting thrown out of the ring by Hulk Hogan like he's just freaking nothing. It was just a lot of fun to see one of my favorite wrestlers just beat the shit out of Sylvester Stallone. And it was just like I said, it was just funny to watch. Like I said with Clubber Lang, I honestly really enjoy this character. He's not my favorite by any means so far. Apollo Creed is still better than him, but he's a very interesting character where he wants to fight Rocky and to get the championship match, get a championship match with him, be the heavyweight champion. He was just a very interesting character played by Mr. T, who kind of went on his career in uh in the A team, and I'm pretty sure they didn't really want Mr. T to play Clubber Lang. I'm pretty sure they actually wanted a actual boxer, but there was some things going on with them that they just didn't think they was right for the role, and so they saw Mr. T on like this one TV show, and they were like, "Yeah, I want him and all that." I like him. Now there are some lines where I think they're kind of cringeworthy and kind of awkwardly delivered and all that. And I also kind of think there was more of a motive to I want more of a motive to him. Just I want a championship match. Maybe Rocky and him went to school and they never got along. Maybe he's just been jealous of all the fame he's getting. He wants all that fame. They don't really give an explanation why he wants to fight Rocky. He just goes, "I just want a championship match with you," and I'm like, "That's it? You can't come up with something creative or anything like that? Just I want to fight you." I like watching all the scenes where Apollo Creed is training Rocky, where Apollo Creed was Rocky's first actual big boxing match. Because Apollo Creed, he became very famous for that, and I really like seeing Apollo training Rocky after he loses his fight with Clubber and loses the title. Apollo agrees to train him because he feels that losing the Clubber was not right and it was not deserved by any means, and he's like, "I'm gonna train you and all that." And he's showing Rocky how he became this big fighter, how he became one of the undefeated champion for a while until Rocky showed up. And it's just a lot of fun, and even like just some scenes with them are actually kind of bonding, and then in the movie, he's just like, after this, you're gonna owe me a favor. He's like, what favor? You'll see after the fight. And then after the fight, they're doing a boxing match again, just as friends. No TV, no bunch of people around, just them boxing as friends to see who is really the better fighter, Apollo or Rocky. And yeah, it was just really fun to see those two together. Sylvester Stallone, the one guy who plays Apollo's chemistry is really damn good, and her friendship is very good. Even though it doesn't last that long. Now on to my mixed aspects. Oh god, what the hell? Now on to my mixed aspects. This movie feels rushed. In the first half, it feels a bit rushed, but now the reason it's in my mixed is because it starts to slow down after Rocky loses the fight. You get the montage with Clubber training, you get the montage where Rocky's winning all this stuff and all that. But and it get it like the first, but it's only like 25 to 30 minutes in, and Rocky's already saying his retirement. I'm like, okay, that was really, really quick all of a sudden. And then Clever shows up, it's like, I'm gonna fight you and all that. And then it goes on the training montage, which is only 2 minutes, which I was like, are you serious? There's not gonna be an awesome, like, montage like there was in the first two movies? Nope, nope, just riding on a bike and just letting all this stuff happen. And if I'm being honest, I feel this movie was kind of rushed because Sylvester Stallone, like, they didn't get as big of a budget as he wanted, and he wanted to bring in more actors and actresses, but and he and he had to cut down his script just so he could bring more people in. I feel that's how it actually went behind the scenes, but maybe it's not. I don't know why this movie felt rushed, but after Rocky loses his fight, it starts to slow down more, which I like to see. Now onto my negatives. The way Mickey dies and the way they end this character off was not the greatest as I would have felt it to want it to be. It's not the greatest way to end this character. I mean, it's pretty sad to see this character that we fell in love with just die all of a sudden. But just the way he dies, where he's having heart problems for his age, and he's also kind of aggressive person, which would be hard on him. But then just the way it happens, when Rocky and Clubber are trying to fight each other before they even get in the ring, Clubber just like pushes him and like Mickey starts to have like a heart attack. Which again, I understand for his age and all that, and it's gonna be pretty hard on him for this really big muscular guy. But I don't think that would have been the way to kill him off. Maybe like during the fight, like Mickey's starting to yell at Rocky to get him and all that, then he starts to have chest pain again, but then he falls to the ground, has a heart attack, but then they have to stop the fight for a minute because he's having a heart attack and dies or something like that. But no, they do a thing where Clubber pushes him out of the way and he dies on a metal table in this locker room. What? All in all, guys, I really enjoyed this movie. This was another pretty good follow up to the original and a damn good sequel, if you ask me. Now, I'm not saying it's better than the first two movies. I still think Rocky 2 is better than this one, but I had a decent time with it, and this is a movie where I say that you should add it to your collection. So, what do you guys think of Rocky 3? Is this your favorite? Is this one of your least favorites? Let me know in the comments below, and we will talk about it. And if you like this video, like it. If you loved it, subscribe and hit the bell notification so you will get notified for my latest videos. But until my next review, take care.